It's loading. And welcome everybody to another episode of Once Upon a Time RPG Style. We have with us Andrew.
Hello.
And Nova.
Hello.
Alright, so let me open the chat in a separate window so we have the chat. I don't know who all is gonna join the live stream, we'll find out.
Are we gonna go to roll 20 for this like last time? I think it was last time.
No, I have my dice right here. I'm gonna roll it.
Mm-hmm.
If you have your own dice, you may roll it as well.
I do, but they're in my office and I'm in my bed and super comfortable, so I
It's understandable.
Yeah. Who'd move when they're that comfortable?
Also, I have two kittens laying on me right now, and I think it might be illegal for me to move.
Oh,
Alright. Let's see.
little kitten.
Now.
My kittens. My kitties.
Man, there was a cat. Oh wait, I shouldn't go to that store.
Alright. Edit. Oh crap, wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one.
What have you done?
I clicked on the wrong link. That's what I did.
How dare you?
You dare.
Alright, it's time to tweet the link out. Time to tweet this link out. Doing another Once Upon a Time RPG style live stream. Please join. Starts. Now for Twitter.
That's Twitter.
You a tweeter, Kalia?
Yes, I'm on Twitter. Twitter's amazing. Thank you, live stream.
Yeah, I might have to delete my Twitter and Facebook.
Why?
Things are happening.
What kind of things?
There are certain agencies
Are you getting right?
that will be taking control of certain websites, and it's not going to be good.
Okay, I'm gonna guess you didn't hear my outburst.
Your outburst?
I mean, we might have heard it, but didn't mean we understood what you said.
I don't
he was
understand
talking.
half of what you people say. You white people talk funny.
Alright, it has been tweeted, it's been DeviantArted. I might as well put it on Facebook.
So, like, if someone jumps in, they're just going to be looking at a black screen?
No, they're looking at our Google Hangout.
Yeah, our talk bubbles pop up. Or hers stay listening. Not quite sure.
Something got loud.
Oh yeah, Andrew. I started to draw the weapon picking place.
The weapon picking place.
Yeah, she's
the nightmare thing.
Of the nightmare.
Oh, Dream Station.
Yeah, it's when we're picking our stuff. Or looking at it at least.
Alright, Dusty still hasn't messaged back. Phooey.
Phooey.
Alright, so I posted in Serenity, I posted in Red Cafe. Did I? And now QVP. Okay, we don't have any watchers right now, but that's okay. We just got started. We're just getting started. Just getting started. Oh.
Really, this is a friend thing. So as long as we enjoy ourselves, it's successful.
Get out of here with that hippie crap.
Alright, I'm still organizing the cards, so just give me a few minutes.
So unorganized, Kalia. I'm disappointed in you.
You dare not be prepared.
So, let me go ahead and talk about the game. The game is a Once Upon a Time card game. It has 5 categories: character, location, object, aspect, event, and that's it. Did I name all 5?
I think that was 5.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5. And basically, the characters will start to be drawn randomly from the deck. And if anyone says the word then the event card will be drawn. And if someone wants to draw an event card, they can. Just say event. We'll be going in order of turns. So in a few minutes, I'm going to roll initiative, which it's not really called initiative because this isn't D&D or tabletop game. This is just it's just.
No, it technically is a tabletop game.
What'd you say?
Even though it technically is a tabletop game because we're playing a game on a table.
Yeah, our imaginary table. Oh, my death. Whoa. Nova, that was you.
I don't see how.
That was you. That had to be you.
What do you mean it had to be me?
Well, who else was it? Andrew, was that your hairdryer?
No.
Because that sounded like a hairdryer or a fan or something.
I don't actually own a hairdryer.
I would imagine you wouldn't. You and your short hair.
I don't know that I've ever used a hairdryer at all.
Oh, we have a viewer. Hello, Richie Garden.
Hello, Mr. Gordon.
I think it's Garton.
Gorton. Yeah, but Gordon was the guy from Half-Life, and that's a lot cooler.
I wonder if he was here when I explained the rules.
You know that wasn't a hairdryer because there's like nothing on. The only fan on is under my computer, and it's been on for the past hours.
I guess I'm hearing the fan then.
Or you're going.
Do you currently hear it?
Alright, another rule for the game, by the way, guys.
The game you just lost?
Huh?
The game you just lost?
Oh, you made me lost the game. Oh, you're so clever. I haven't lost the game in a while. I was at Yamacon though, and I wanted everyone to lose the game. I was gonna use the announcer and be like, "Attention, Yamacon attendees! You have all lost the game." All right, we all ready?
Are we?
Yes.
Are we really?
All right, so
Are
we're
we
gonna go ahead
ever
and
ready?
start. Alright, so the first thing we're going to draw is everyone's characters, aspects, and objects. So, who wants to go first? Don't rush up.
Sure, roll me.
Alright, Andrew, you are a horse.
I'm a horse.
You can be a pony if you or a stallion, excuse me.
I've done that for years.
And your aspect is dressed in rags.
Dressed in rags?
Yep.
I'm a poor horse. Okay.
And your object is a sword. We also draw one location to see where you're from. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a live stream. It's okay. For my Vita, I don't think it'll fit with 3DS. I don't think it's, but you can try, but you gotta give it back.
I'm so glad I live alone.
Alright, so let's go ahead and draw a place where you're from.
I already know where I'm from. I'm from the Spagettio.
I just drew the river, so you're from a river.
The river is called the Spagettio.
I'm from the Spagettio River.
The Spagettio River. I was about to say, let's name the river. By the way, I have a dice, Andrew, with the alphabet on it. So, if you need help naming your character, we can roll the dice, the die of alphabeto.
Bucephalus.
All right.
Oh.
Bucephalus the horse.
How do you say that?
Bucephalus?
Can I just call you Few for short?
Call me B, yo.
It's Bucephalus.
Okay.
It was Alexander's horse.
I am stupid impressed that you knew that.
It's mainly epic right now. Mystery, okay?
Ah, there it is.
I still knew it though. So that was.
Yes, you did. Credit where it's due. You did. I'm impressed.
And I'm surprised Kelly didn't remember that because we watched it together.
All right, Nova. Now it's your turn.
Yay!
You are a frog.
Again? Cool.
Do you not want to be a frog? Do you want to redraw?
Well, a frog and a horse is an epic duo. I guess.
All right, your aspect is this can fly.
I can fly?
Yes, you're a frog that can fly.
I'm magic.
Wait, I get ready clothes and she gets frog wings?
I can fly.
All right, and your object is a door.
What? I'm not gonna hold it.
With your froggy wings.
I
So,
can have
I
very
was
big
going to say this is kind of like a bag of holding, except it's a door. It's a door that leads to a different dimension of your storage house. And you can summon it whenever you wish.
So door of storage.
Yep.
A storage door?
Alright, let's draw a location to see where you're from.
Spagettio!
He's from a dungeon.
The Spagettio Dungeon.
Alright.
Well, now we know why I have wings. I'm a dungeon monster of some sort.
So let me get some dice real quick. Out. Alright. So let's roll. Oh wait, you know what? Since Dusty said she can't join, well actually he or she did not say if they can join or not. They still haven't met and they should be back. So I'm just going to assume that they can't join.
Well, you know what they say about assuming.
I guess. So I'll join the game. So what will my character be? My character is a bird.
I should have been a road.
And my aspect is brave. I'm a brave bird. My object is a kiss.
I'm
So
sorry, your object is a kiss?
yes.
Birds have no lips.
Heck, she picked her eyes out.
Maybe I should redraw. Alright, I'm gonna redraw.
No, brave bird, you're a Pokemon now.
My object is a book. So I carry around a book. And I'm from a palace. I'm from a kingdom. That's nice. Alright. Let's name my palace. W. Starts with a W. What's a good name that starts with W? That's not Ward.
Windhelm. Whiterun.
Whiterun?
Willow? Do you want to be a Skyrim town?
Sure. I'm from the Palace of Whiterun. And my name starts with H. I will be Hector. Nova, did you want me to roll a die to see what your name of your character is?
I just thought you went right over me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Would you like me to roll the die to see what your name starts with?
I had a name in my head and I forgot it.
Dang it. I'm sorry.
You're a frog, right?
Yeah.
Slippy.
No, I'm not Star Fox. Curses. Well, I named my homeland, so that was good. The only thing I thought of.
Isn't it the same?
What is the frog's name from the Frog Princess?
Naveen?
That was the dude.
Yeah, that's the frog.
I don't want to be Tiana.
Well, I'm Hector, so I'm a dude. I'm a dude bird.
Oh, this is so annoying. I had it.
You want me to just go ahead and roll on everyone's initiative and we'll come back to you? Oh, we have a new watcher. Hello, Iris.
Hello, Iris.
Hello.
You are named after a part of an eye.
Yes.
This is a once upon a time role-playing game, and we're just getting started. So far, our characters... I cannot pronounce Andrew's name.
Bucephalus.
He said to call him B.
Yep.
So I'll call him B. He is a horse or stallion, dressed in rags, and he has a sword. And he's from... How do you pronounce it?
Spagettio River.
Spagettio River.
Roughest river in Italy.
And Nova is playing a frog, which we haven't named yet, who can fly, and she
I'm from the
has
Swamp Mere Dungeon.
a storage room, so she can summon the door when she wishes. She's from a Spagettio Dungeon.
No.
Yes, you did. You said Spagettio Dungeon.
I changed it, dang it, because it didn't make much sense. I didn't say what.
You're a flying frog with a magic door. None of this makes sense.
That was very true.
And I am playing as a bird, a brave bird that's carrying a book. I haven't decided what kind of book it is.
Is that a
And she's
Pokemon move?
from Whiterun Palace.
Is it Brave Bird? Because yeah, that's a move.
I thought so.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll everyone's initiatives. I got 12. Andrew got 14.
That's how we do it.
Nova got 19.
What?
So Nova will be going first, and then Andrew, and then me. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw our location. You can change the location however, whenever the party goes. Each turn, everyone has 3 actions. If you ever say the word I will draw the event cards, or if you want to draw an event card, just say event. Basically the places that we adventure to will be self-explanatory, so anytime, let's say that we're in a village, just think of what would be in a village: tavern, a shopkeeper, our mayor, stuff like that. And I will be drawing cards as we play. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the game. We are at night at somebody's home. I'm gonna say we're at B's home, the Spagettio River. Nova, you're up.
Oh crap! I heard I was first. Jeez. So we're at B's house, right?
Yep. The Spagettio River.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm swimming in the river since I'm a frog.
Okay.
All I know is that I'm just chilling out and I guess talking to him.
Do you want to change the location, or do you want to start a conversation?
Okay. What is up, B? How have you been?
How the crap is there a frog in my river?
I've been here for an hour.
I stabbed the frog.
It's
The
not your
frog flies away.
Hector tweets at the stallion. We are friends. We are friendly folk. I'm Hector, and this is, I'm gonna say Nova because you haven't figured out a name.
Ava. I
Ava?
asked in chat and I was like, oh, fine, I'll go with Ava.
Ava? Okay. So your name's Ava. I'm Hector, and this is Ava.
Yeah, don't stab
Holy
me.
crap, a talking bird.
You didn't notice the frog was talking too?
You're a talking horse.
Or am I?
Oh, jeez. Do you want to go on an adventure, you talking horse, you?
Oh yeah, it's adventure time.
Oh. Okay, then. How about you, Hector?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay. Which direction shall we walk in?
Alright, let's see where the party ventures. Party ventures to a garden.
That is not.
Alright, what's the name of this garden? Let's roll the die. L. Something that starts with L.
Garden?
What?
It's a garden?
Yeah, it's garden.
I got nothing.
Lavy?
Lavy garden.
It's the Lavy garden. What else do you do, Nova?
That's about it. We walked all the way here. Well, I flew. We flew. He walked.
We flew, and B walked.
Yeah.
Bucephalus does not walk, he prances.
Excuse me, Francis.
I'm sorry. He
Pass your
pranced.
Alright, it is now Andrew's turn.
I immediately start eating the contents of the garden.
Alright. I'm going to draw an aspect to see what kind of aspect the garden has, and the garden has beautiful. So you're eating the
Now,
beautiful.
when I'm done with it,
Does that mean you don't eat it?
no, it means I am eating it.
Oh, okay.
The fact that I'm eating it is not conducive to its overall beauty.
Alright, someone catches you. And that someone is a fairy.
I stick it with my sword. My food.
Is the sword like taped to your head or something so you could
Yes.
pretend to be a unicorn?
Yeah.
No,
Oh
it is.
my gosh, yes. Sword is taped to my head because I want to be a unicorn.
Alright, so you strike at the fairy.
I do.
Alright,
I'm a very
roll a
violent
die.
horse.
See if you. Let me do roll a dice to see if you hit her. You don't hit her. You miss. The fairy greets you. Hello, travelers. Welcome to the Garden of Lias.
You're very calm for just having a sword swung at you.
I know. I was like, she didn't even
You
get
missed,
to
so she doesn't know you tried to aim it at her.
I am a bad horse.
Alright, you have one more thing you can do.
I got nothing.
Alright, that means I'll draw an event.
He glares at the fairy because
Mistaken
he
identity. The
What?
fairy mistakes you for travelers from the kingdom Jester, the kingdom of jesters. We're
Sounds like
so
a fun
excited
place.
to see all of you perform. Us and the rest of the fairies. What will you be performing for us today?
The amazing disappearing door.
Yes. Ooh, the fairy says.
what?
The fairy gestures towards you, towards the group, and leads you deeper into the garden. As you pass some ivy hanging along an archway, you see more fairies gathering around. You also see a fairy toadstool circle in the middle of the garden. There are many fairies gathered around the toadstools. You see many fairies drinking, and you see many fairies making jolly. One of them offers you a drink. Andrew?
I
You said I don't know, so this is the event that you're going with.
No, I know. I'm like, I'm gonna go with no thanks.
Good choice. You know, if you drink or eat anything from a fairy realm, you're automatically trapped in their realm forever.
Yeah.
Suit yourself, boy, the fairy says.
Fairy world? Is this like the
This is the ghetto fairyland
How
here.
y'all doing? We're gonna have a hoedown today.
That's just the voice I did. Alright, it is now my turn. So Hector flies about and opens his book, which I'm going to make a journal, and writes an entry about the fairies living in the Garden of Lilith. He then approaches the fairies and asks when should be performing, and the fairy says the fairy queen will be visiting soon, and she is so excited for the performance. As she says this, she points and goes, "Oh, there she is now." And this is kind of like freaking Tinkerbell, where you see a little light, and it kind of grows brighter and brighter, and more lights approach until all the lights form together the Fairy Queen. She is much larger than the other fairies.
So, like, if I ate one of your lights, would you lose a kidney or something? How does that work?
Awkward silence of the fairies.
They don't seem to mind that you ate their plants, by the way.
Oh.
So the Fairy Queen approaches the group. Greetings, travelers of gestures. We've been looking forward to your performance all evening. Please.
Literally just found out about it 5 minutes ago.
No, remember they mistaken identity you.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's the event that you pulled because you didn't know what to do. The fairies start to gather around the toadstools, and one of them gestures for you to follow them. The group follows that particular fairy and leads you onto the center of the gathering. The Fairy Queen sits on her throne ahead of the toadstools, the biggest toadstool of all, and all of them wait in silence for you to start your performance. Hector, being the brave bird, goes, "Greetings, everyone! What a wonderful, wonderful chance it is to visit this wonderful, wonderful garden. And now, our disappearing door." Hector looks over to Ava, and signals Ava to summon the door.
Okay, you got it. Then I go and do this little dance just for show. You know, to actually make it look like a show, and then I'm.
What would a dancing frog look like?
Hey, it's flies. Don't forget it flies.
Yeah, I do like a tiny air show, and then bam, my door appears. Behold the door!
Hector, being a long friend of Ava, opens the door and pulls out a, drawing from the object deck, a wall. He continues to pull out the wall and stretches it.
I store homes.
No matter what, the best wall. We have the best wall of all the best rocks, and Mexico's going to pay for all of it.
Oh no.
Goodness gracious. I didn't think. He opens the door again and pulls out a well.
I store weird things.
I'm sorry. He pulled out a well.
Yep.
Like a water well.
Yep.
Was it like the top of a well, or was it like one of those spigot things?
It's the well. Think of what the ring crawls out of, okay?
No, I love that movie, but
Yes, I was hiding a well in my door, apparently.
Hector.
So many questions.
Hector pulls out the well, and he gets a bucket of water and splashes it against the fairies. The fairies scream in glee, and Hector then says, "And now, for our next trick," he gestures to B, and lets B perform. Andrew, what do you do?
I am a horse. I can't. I'm a horse with a friggin' sword on my head. Do I look like I know any tricks?
Okay, not only is he dressed in rags, he's apparently insane too. I'm a horse.
Alright, fine. Let me change that. Hector gestures to Ava. Ava, it's now your turn.
Oh, well. Ooh, I have an idea. Since this is my door, which means it can go when I please, so maybe I could make B disappear for a few seconds, like a magic. Obviously, it's a magic trick. Say, see, he's not here anymore, and then pop it back over, and it's like, ta-da. Maybe
Okay.
that'll hold twice.
Alright, so you open the door up and you offer B to go inside.
B, please prance on in here real quick.
Sure.
Alright, so as soon as she shuts the door, B, you automatically see darkness and you hear a popping sound.
I'm sorry, did you say popping sound?
Yes.
Oh, dear God.
And I'm just gonna draw a character. There's a character inside the door. Let's see who's inside. A husband or wife.
I'm storing people there.
You see another frog. And the frog just croaks at you. Ribbit.
I'm just gonna turn around and walk away.
Okay.
I'm
So
playing this like Troy the Unicorn. I just know.
Nova opens the
no.
door. Nova summons the door again and opens the door and gestures for you to come back outside.
I do not. I walk away from the entrance.
You walk away from the entrance? You walk deeper into the storage room?
I do walk deeper into the storage room of darkness.
No, don't.
That's not part of the trick.
Well, it's my door, so I can force things out of the door, right?
The frog out.
You kick the frog out?
I kick the frog out of the door.
Okay, he kicks the frog out. So the frog comes out of the door and looks up at Ava and goes, "Honey, there you are."
What the frick were you doing in my door?
Darling, we live there.
We do not. I told you. I
Oh,
told
honey,
you where you were gonna live.
it's been long since I've seen you. Please kiss me, my darling. And he puckers up his lips.
Frogs have lips.
His voice echoes from the back of the closet.
Nova, what else do you do?
Well, I guess I give him a quick peck, and then it's my door, right?
Yep.
So I can force things out of the door.
Yep.
Okay. B, get the frick out of my door. Force him out of my door.
All right. So B, you feel a knock of air go against your rump, and you're pushed towards the door.
I guess I fall out. Ava, your door sucks.
No,
You have Netflix
maybe
in there.
you suck.
The fairies all around you glee and clap as they ooh and ah at your performance.
Wow, it doesn't take much to impress y'all, does it?
B went in just for a trick, and he came out with apparently my husband.
Your husband then bids you adieu and goes back inside the closet door.
We
I
don't
knew he was
live
in the
there.
closet.
All right, Nova, what else do you do? That's 2 actions.
I'm exasperated that the idiot goes back into the closet. But I digress, and I disappear the closet. So he will never learn. He was a cave frog, that's why. He's used to the darkness. Well, I give it off to the next performer.
Alright, so it is now Andrew's turn. B's turn. What does B do?
Again, I am a horse.
Trot around, Prince.
You
I
can't leave.
juggle my sword.
That's, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna roll to see if you juggle your
Wait.
sword.
How do you juggle it if it's taped to your head?
Really, the frog that just summoned a door that you're apparently keeping people in against their will is asking
I did not.
if I'm going to juggle a sword.
I do not keep people against their will. That idiot just goes in there by himself.
And she loves him.
Yes, I love him.
Wow, that was some real. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Alright, so Andrew, you successfully juggle your sword.
Darn right I did.
What else do you do?
Is that door still there?
No, it's finished.
Haha.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Alright, so I'm going to pull an event card. Meeting. You meet with your brother or sister? You want to pick brother or sister?
Brother.
Alright, suddenly from amongst the crowd of the garden, your brother, I'm going to roll my die. Your brother Carl comes back.
Carl. Oh, jeez. I'm sure he's not. Is he a llama? Is he a llama brother?
No,
Can't
he's
be
a
the
horse.
llama. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Could be a llama. Mama had a very active social life.
So your brother Carl pulls out a spell scroll, and he goes,
Oh, boy.
B, you left this behind.
It's not mine. I was holding it for a friend.
He offers it to you to grab.
I take it
Alright, so
and immediately activate it.
But what
alright. Oh my gosh, guess what?
It explodes.
No, I just drew from the aspects deck to see what kind of spell it is, and the spell is wealthy.
Oh.
So as soon as you cast the spell, you are covered in magic coins, golden coins.
He literally went from rags to riches.
From the sky above you, and you are covered with coins.
What is this, like a Scrooge McDuck kind of thing? What I mean?
Yep.
You literally went from rags to riches.
Yay! Wait, can I use the scroll multiple times?
Yep.
I keep using the scroll.
Look at my magic.
I want a Harry Potter Gringotts bank looking.
Oh my god.
Do you want to use part of my door to
Start
store
screaming in pain, and they start running away from the garden.
Fear my wealth. I can buy and sell all of
flooding
you.
in.
Oh, no.
Hey, there will be no fairy slavery on Pick Fairy's channel, motherfucker.
You have angered the GM. No more wealth for you.
Alright, I cut off the scroll after about 10 times. You guys are now... it's so flooded with coins that you barely see any flowers or trees even.
Yes.
Look what you got.
Mountains of gold coins. Your brother looks around and starts to ask, do you need help picking this up?
Carl.
Yeah. No! Frog person. Shove it all in the door.
Fine. I'll make a separate door. That'll have you.
Oh.
Okay, I'll make another door and I'll give it to
person. I will give you
1
million coins cash for your door.
It can only be summoned by her. She can't give it away.
Darn.
I can make a separate space for you and then give you space.
All of the coins in the door. All of the coins in the door.
Alright.
Well, you can summon the space, but I have the door.
You summon a door just for B. and you spend about a week hoarding all the coins into the door.
My precious.
Oh, here we go.
And I'm just gonna say it took you a week to push all those coins into the door because there's so many coins.
And we lack the horsepower.
And Carl didn't help. He just sat there, planning destruction.
Carl left, dude.
Your brother sucks.
Yeah, he kind of does. He's adopted.
I guess the fairies never came back.
They fear my wealth.
It burns.
Actually, as soon as you say that, you hear whispers behind you, and you see many of the fairies are hidden behind the trees, watching you.
Well.
Oh, hi!
Alright, I'm gonna say that's it for your turn. It is now my turn. Hector starts writing in his journal and fluffs his feathers, trying to get all the coins out of his feathers.
What?
One slips from his head and he flips it with his wing. And he goes, "Well, so be. You don't say that I can keep this one, can you?"
Sure, it's a tip.
Thanks, lad. And he go ahead and tucks it into his journal. Hector takes a deep breath and says, "Oh, I believe this adventure should start again. Let's journey onward, my friends." And he leads us out of the garden into a ballroom.
That was a great change.
Okay, sure, why not?
So as we travel across the land, we travel into a village, into a palace, into a ballroom. And in the ballroom, you see a magnificent dance happening. There are many women, men and women dressed in beautiful clothes, and different characters, all shapes and sizes. Hector looks around and he sees a witch. He looks over to the witch and he offers her a dance.
Burn her!
I'm not gonna. Hector just wants to dance with the witch, man.
I'm having flashbacks of last session.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, there's a group of people just dancing, and then 3 animals enter.
Alright, Garrett came into the room and he was asking questions about his 3DS. I don't have any of those, I'm sorry.
No, I got 3DS.
Yep, he got 3DS.
You told me about it, and you were so excited.
I did leave your door open, you mad breath.
Oh, we have another watcher. Hello, Dan Timmons.
Hello.
Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Okay, thanks, Garrett. Bye. Alright, so to reiterate, since we have a new watcher, we are playing Once Upon a Time, the card game, and made into an RPG. The party is a stallion that is dressed in rags, but just summoned a lot of wealth. So
He has a sword taped to his head.
he has a sword taped to his head, and his name is
Bucephalus!
and we call him B for short because none of us can say that name.
I can say it.
Well, I can't say the name. We also have a flying frog by the name of Ava. She can summon a door that's the door opens up to a storage room. She just summoned another door for B to use, so she now has 2 doors that can summon into different storage rooms. And we also have Hector, the brave bird, who carries around a journal that he journals all of his adventures with his family and friends. The journal is pretty full of all of his adventures. And right now they're in a bill room, and Hector just met a witch, and he is now dancing with the witch. Hector looks into the eyes of the witch and asks, "So, fair traveler, how has this ball been for you?" The witch smiles and says, "It's been fine. I just cast a curse long ago to my sister-in-law, and she is cursed to dance at this ball forever."
Oh,
She's over there, actually. And you look over and you see a wolf howling and dancing.
Your sister-in-law is a wolf. This is a very progressive ball, apparently.
The wolf is now disco dancing, by the way.
oh,
Of course it is.
Hector nods and says, "Oh, I see. Thank you for this dance, dear witch." And he bows to the witch, and the witch goes to dance with the other men. Hector comes back to the group and says, "There's a wolf over there. It's apparently the witch's sister-in-law, and it's been cursed to dance."
well, I can see it. It's just disco dancing all over the place.
Okay.
Just flabbergasted.
You gotta okay.
Don't see that every day.
Hector asks the party if they would like to stay or they'd like to leave.
Well, we should probably leave before the witch gets pissed off at us and we have to spend eternity disco dancing.
If she could do that to a wolf, she can certainly do that to a bird, a frog, and a sword stallion. Okay?
Yeah, and by
All right.
the way, how did you dance with her? Are you like Big Bird or something? What, like?
I'm just a little bird. My wings are extended and start dancing with the witch. The bird? Don't question the bird's dance ability.
I just thought you sat on her shoulder and she spun.
That's possible too. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw from the location. We are now in a cave. I'm gonna roll the die to see what name the cave is. R. What starts with R? Starts with R.
Rave.
No, it can't be a rave cave.
The rave cave! Party! Party!
Okay, fine, it's a rave cave. There's literally a rave inside the cave.
Yes.
Oh, Nova, it's not your turn.
Okay. Well, first I'd taken my surroundings. I know it's a party, but well, what's my surroundings?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and draw from the character to see what kind of characters are in this party. Parents, holy crap!
No, my parents are raving.
You see your parents?
No,
You see your parents amongst the crowd? Yes.
why are they even
Better
here?
than another curse.
They see you and wave you over. Hey, darling!
Crap, they saw me.
Isn't this a rambunctious crowd? Your father says.
It's because it's a rave, Dad.
I'm well aware of what it is.
Why are you here, Dad?
Well, we were just in the town and we heard this funky beat and we couldn't resist.
Hmm.
All of a sudden, the dubstep kicks in. Boom, boom, boom. The bass drops.
It escalates quickly. No. Oh, I'm glad my husband is in the door right now.
What else do you do, Nova?
I tell them that I'll see them in a couple of minutes and go back to the group really quick. Jeez.
And then what do you do?
Those are my parents. Apparently they heard the funky beat and wanted to come in to dance. I don't know. I didn't know they just did this. Someone else's turn. My character just sits there.
You have one more action. So
Hello.
if you want to spend your action on an event, we can.
Do
you?
I was torn between either the event or just saying forget it and do a tiny dance with my parents.
Alright. Which one are you going to do?
I'll just go do a tiny dance with my parents.
Alright, you do a tiny dance with your parents. The frog flies together. There's one.
The frog clan just goes and dances like crazy.
Alright, Andrew, it is now your turn.
I leave the rave.
Never again will we come to rave cave.
I want no part of this. I am
You're the
gone.
one who suggested it should be a rave cave. Alright, so the party ventures away from the cave. And the next location is... Nope. The next location is a swamp. I'm gonna roll the die to see what kind of name of the swamp it is. Ignis Swamp.
Ignis?
Yes. You're in the Ignis Swamp. What else do you do, Andrew?
I put up a wall around my swamp. I don't know, draw an event.
Alright. Dancing.
We just love to dance.
Andrew does a dance. B uncontrollably dances. And he wonders if the witch has something to do with it. But then the dancing stops.
Never again.
He ran away from the dancing only for it to come back to him.
Alright, what else do you do, Andrew?
I don't know. Draw another event.
Alright. Escape. You escape the swamp.
We didn't even do anything in the swamp except see him dance.
It was a party swamp.
Alright, so I'm gonna draw another location. Next location is mountain. I'm gonna roll my alphabet die, see what the name of the mountain is.
Misty Mountain.
Okay, fine, Misty Mountain. Andrew, you have one more action.
1 second, people.
Andrew?
I have no idea.
Alright, I'm just... You know what? I think that was your turn. Never mind.
Okay.
It is now my turn. Hector's turn. Hector quickly flies about, and it looks like he's hastily writing down everything in the journal. And he goes over to B. What empowered you to dance earlier?
Hey, when you get this much rhythm, you just got to let it out.
He nods his head and then looks over and sees something behind your ear. He pulls out something out of your mane, a shoe.
Them's my dancing shoes.
He puts them back in your main. Apparently you have dancing shoes in your main.
Yes, I do. Not horseshoes, like high-heeled red shoes.
Oh my gosh, yes. This is why I love playing Once Upon a Time, man. This is so much fun. Oh man. Alright, Hector, the bird, writes down in his journal once more, closes his book, and he travels deeper into the mountains. He finds a monster. Oh shit, we're about to go down, go people. A monster looms over him and scratches and strikes. Oh heavenly. The Hector is like fucking forced down to the ground, and he is bleeding. He calls out for help from his fellow companions. Nova, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna swoop in and try
Open
and...
the door!
What about the door?
Shove the monster in the
You don't
door!
want a monster in your
No.
room?
It can't fit my stupid door. Yeah. Jeez.
Or
Open the door. No, it can't.
Alright, Nova, what does Ava do?
I just said I'd swoop in to get you.
Okay, so you swoop in and you carry Hector on your back. Hector signs in relief, but he's still bleeding.
Well, I get him to a safe distance behind the sword-wielding horse. I put him down, and then I summon my door so I can get medical supplies.
Alright, what do you pull out of your door? You can pick something from the object deck, or you can say immediately what you... It's your door, so you know what's in it.
Since I don't trust your object drawer here, and probably it would not be helpful to pull, I'm gonna get out some gauze and some healing balm or whatever it's called.
Did you say guns?
Yes, I'm gonna heal you with guns. I said gauze and healing balm or whatever it's called.
Oh, gauze. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Alright, so you take that out of your door.
Yeah, and then I proceed to put the balm on you and wrap you up.
Hector squeezed a little bit in pain.
You gotta suck it up, Buttercup, otherwise you can't get better.
I'm gonna say the wound is on his back, by the way.
Oh, well, that would... Okay. Well, I carefully patch him up then.
Alright. That's 3 things. It is now my turn. Or no, it's not Andrew's turn, sorry. I skipped you. Andrew, what'd you do?
I ram the monster thing with my sword head.
Alright, I'm rolling. Alright, you ram your sword inside the monster. Monster screams in pain.
I twist my head.
Fully charged.
Give it as much pain as possible.
You're not doing it. Pain is bad.
Garrett, he's fighting a monster.
Do not do it. Save the monster.
The monster just saved me. Don't save the monster. He just...
Save the monster. The monster is kind.
No, it's
I
not.
am monster racist. I'm killing the monster.
No. You killed an innocent monster.
He hasn't killed it yet. He just wounded it.
No.
Your conscience is speaking loudly to you.
My conscience
We can
go
all
so-
hear it.
Andrew, what else do you do?
Is the sword still in the monster?
Yep.
I whip my head out to one side to cut it open wide.
You slash a gash deep into the monster. What else do you do?
Do his guts come out?
Is it, let me roll to see if that's
No. I push my entire head into the gash.
Oh, okay.
He's like, he's
Sword still attached to my face.
Yes, yes, it is. All right, so you. Let me roll to see. Yep, you roll pretty well. That sword plunges deep into the monster, and you slash across it. Guts come out. Guts come out, man.
I bite the intestines.
Okay.
Even the game wishes for a bloodbath.
Okay.
I think that's my turn.
Okay. That is your turn. It is now my turn. Hector takes out his journal and starts writing down about the adventure that it just had as the monster lets out a gasp as it slowly dies. Or not slowly dies, it quickly dies.
Yeah, no, you don't get back up from that.
Quickly and painfully.
Hector thanks Ava for patching up his wound. He weakly flies over above a bee and asks, "Are you quite done over there, or are you going to eat his organs as well?"
I must eat it for its strength.
He shakes his head and looks over and sees a chest. He opens the chest and there's a key inside the chest. He picks up the key with his beak and he puts it inside the chest. He closes the chest, turns the key, and opens the chest again. And the chest lights on fire.
What have you done?
Hey, it's on fire, yo.
He closes the chest and he turns the key again, opens the chest, and inside are jewels. Jewels among with coins, crowns, jewelry, and he picks out a ring from the treasure. And the ring can makes him sad. He puts on the ring and immediately starts crying.
Oh.
I want to take that off, Brohim.
Oh, oh. He cries longer, and he thinks of his father who died recently.
Oh.
Oh, oh. Ava, thank you so much for patching me up. I really appreciate it.
It's okay. It's what friends are for.
I really do appreciate it.
Oh, dear God, Frog King, take the ring off of him.
I know.
If only I could have been there for my father.
Okay, ring off. Let's go.
He's still wearing it. He can't take it off.
What have you done?
It's not stuck on. He physically is not reaching for it.
He's inconsolable. Distract him if you can, and I'll take it off.
He starts crying like really badly, and he goes, "Oh, my poor mother. No, now a widow. No. Oh my gosh. I'm a terrible, terrible son. Not being there for my father."
Hey, bird thing, either you take the ring off or I cut it off. Your call.
Alright, it is now Nova's turn.
Okay, restore her business. I hop over you quickly and take that sucker right off.
As soon as you take off the ring, he wipes his eyes with his wing and goes, What just happened?
Put that ring in the river.
I tossed the ring into the river.
There's not a river. We're in the middle of the mountains.
Throw it
Fine,
off of
I
a
opened
cliff.
my door.
Wait,
Don't put it in
you have a well. You have a well.
No, the
Oh.
one's back in the garden, remember?
Oh.
Remember the bird?
Bird. Bird is always.
Well, fine. How's this? What is near us? I look around. What's near us?
You're in the middle of the mountains, man.
I am.
The rocks.
Can I just throw it off the side of it?
Sure.
Hey, I throw it off the side.
Okay.
Then I turn back to you and do that whole lecture pose thing. I'm like, what have I told you about putting random rings on? This is the third time.
I'm sorry, Ava. I couldn't resist its gleam.
I know you like shiny things. But don't
Oh,
do
wait,
that
bird
again.
racist.
Oh, hush you. You cannibalistic horse.
Cannibalistic, I am not a monster, madam. I am a horse.
Alright, what else do you do, Nova?
I think we need to take the rest of the jewels and put it in our stash.
Alright, so you take the treasure chest full of treasure and you put it in your stash.
Yes. Then
Which stash do you put it in? Do you put it in Andrew's?
I put fair share, so Andrew gets a share in his closet of gold, and then my closet is our shared treasure thing that we can take apart later. So I put me and your share in there.
Okay.
In my closet. And then I tell my husband.
And remember, the treasure chest has a key, and if you turn it the wrong way, the chest lights on fire.
Okay, I stick my head in there. You do not touch.
Wait, is her giant doorway of darkness and magic flammable?
No. I would imagine the stuff inside might be flammable, but I'm telling my husband not to touch anything.
Alright, the husband squawks at you. Yes, my dear.
A frog just squawked.
No, I meant like the voice squawking.
Hey, hey, don't be mean about his talking habits, okay?
I eat people.
You eat monsters. Which actually
You're a
sounds quite
frog
worse.
with wings and a magic door. What would you call that?
Magic. Okay, door disappears.
Alright, what else do you do, Nova? That's 2 actions.
I think we need a change of scenery.
Alright, so you travel out of the mountains and into the sky.
So we have to somehow carry B.
Yep, B is being carried by the bird and the flying frog.
Surprised our wings are powerful enough for this.
Yep,
He just ate, so he's even heavier than he was before.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're traveling through the sky into ruins.
Sky ruins.
Oh.
And I've rolled the die. The die starts with in, as in never. So, ooh, I'm gonna say you guys are in Neverland.
Holy crap, this place is falling apart.
I wonder what happened.
Peter Pan can't keep his house clean. That's what happened.
Oh.
You know, there's multiple parts of the Neverland, so I'm gonna say you guys are in ruins of. Let's see, what does Neverland compose of? There's the Mermaid Lagoon.
The Indians, the pirates,
Isn't
the
there a skull island or something?
Yeah,
yeah,
we're in
that's where the pirates dock.
see ruins of ships all amongst the sky. or you guys traveled through the sky into the ruins of. You traveled into Neverland, so you landed.
Yeah, because you have to follow
Yeah.
the second star from the left.
I was
You have
just
to go
thinking
through the
that.
sky to get there.
Yep. So we're in Neverland. Alright, Nova, that ends your turn. It is now Andrew's turn.
I'll tell you what, I'm a horse. I'm staying the crap away from those Indians. I know how they do. I'll tell you that right now.
Whatever floats your boat, B.
Oops, sorry. I dropped it.
I don't know. Give me an event.
Alright. This breaks. You walk along the ship, and the ship suddenly breaks underneath you, and you fall down into the lower deck.
Hey.
Oops. I look for pirate treasure.
Alright, you find a mirror.
Is it a magic mirror?
Let's pull from the aspects. It is a jealous mirror. As soon as you look
How
into
does
the
that even
reflection,
work?
as soon as you look into the reflection, your reflection looks at you and goes, "Of course, now ye peers, the great."
I kick it with my back hoofs.
It was
So as
beginning
soon as
to
you-
sass.
It was giving you sass, and you break the mirror.
Take that, mirror. Stupid mirror. I keep looking for pirate treasure that won't sass me.
Alright, keep looking. You find a dining table full of food. There's a beautiful, like, buffet of wondrous food.
I eat all of it. I
Wow.
unfreeze my jaw and just swallow it all like a snake.
Even the
Okay.
mojito?
Alright, that ends your turn. It is now Hector's turn. Hector takes out his journal and starts writing down what's happened so far. He looks over and sees there's still a bit of food left. He flies over and eats some. What is that sound?
What sound?
Stop. Never mind. Alright. So Hector then looks over and I'm gonna pull from the character deck. An ogre steps out and looks at the buffet. What happened to my dinner?
Where was he when we were in the salon?
Somebody.
You there. Did you consume my beautiful arrangements?
No. No, I did not. It was the
He
bird.
says while his stomach is big.
Hector looks at the ogre and explains that they have been traveling long distances and have not eaten in days. The ogre laughs and forgives them. The ogre says, "Welcome to Neverland. I've traveled here many times. Would you like to visit Peter Pan and the Lost Boys?"
As long as they don't make us talk to no Indians.
Can I grab a snack first?
Sure, I'll say there's some food left.
Oh, well, thanks.
Alright, so Hector ends his turn. Nova, it's now your turn. I'm going to say that one of your actions is eating some food first. The ogre offers again, and do you take his offer?
Yes.
Alright, the ogre escorts you out of the ship, upstairs, into the dock, and into another ship. The ship this time is not ruins, but a beautiful ship. He looks over and there's other ogres, and the ogres all cheer as the newcomers. And he goes, "Hello, meet my hardy crew. They ate our dinner." And the other ogre's crew starts laughing. "I'm surprised anyone would eat Captain's food. He always cooks terribly." And then another ogre swipes up going, "Yeah, remember last time when you ate his souffle? You were puking for a week." And suddenly, all of our tummies growl in hideous array.
Well, that's not good.
He
Not
ate
a good
most of it.
sound.
I'm kind of used to bad food, though. I'm a frog.
I eat dirt. I mean,
You ate monster guts, so I don't think you should be as affected either.
yeah, I mean, of the three of us, the bird is really the only one screwed here.
Yeah.
Just then, the bird throws up.
Hector.
Nova, what else do you do?
Well, I escort you to the side of the ship so you don't throw up on the ship anymore.
Alright, the Hector continues to throw up. The ship then lifts off the sea and into the sky and travels deeper into Neverland. It floats above a crevice of trees, and below you see many. I always see in Neverland Lost Boys of like tree houses and stuff. So I'm just gonna say there's tree houses, and there's several boys down there calling out to the ogres in glee. And you see the famous Peter Pan himself fly to the ship and greet the ogre crew. Peter Pan greets you, Nova. Or Ava.
Oh. Oh, so he's not gonna. Okay. So, like, hello to you too, sir. I mean, Pan. Nice to meet you.
Alright, what else did you do in your turn, Nova?
I introduce you guys to Peter Pan.
Pan takes off his hat and bows down. Well, how do you do? Welcome to Neverland. You see Tinkerbell on his shoulder, and she waves at you, a bell ringing as she talks.
Wave to her. Wave to her.
Alright, what else do you do when you turn Nova? You got one more thing.
I asked if we could go visit the Lost Boys.
They're literally all around us.
They're
I thought
below.
only Peter Pan flew up to do.
Yeah, they're below.
No.
The ship's like hovering above the Lost Boys hideout. Peter Pan gestures towards you and says, "Sure, come on by." Tinkerbell flies over and looks like she's about to put some fairy dust on you.
It's like,
But-
no, wait. It's like,
but-
only the horse needs it.
She nods her head and flies over to the horse and starts to put fairy dust all over the horse.
Yeah.
And B, you can temporarily fly.
Yay! I'm a flying horse.
This is temporary though. I'm gonna say it lasts for about a day. So,
Okay.
alright, so the group flies down to the Lost Boys hideout. It is now Andrew's turn.
Also, fly, or I start flying around.
Yeah, you flew down.
I got nothing. Give me an event, I guess.
Okay. Arguing. As soon as you fly down, you see that the lost boys are all arguing amongst themselves.
Shut up, you little brats.
Oh. Oh no.
Peter Pan flies down and goes, guys, what could the motion be about? I'm gonna say they're arguing about. Draw from the deck. Stairs. That's a random thing to be arguing about.
Stairs?
I'm gonna say that the stairs need to be refurbished, and they're arguing about how to refurbish the stairs.
Wait a minute. You all have unlimited access to the power of flight, and you are arguing about stairs.
The Lost Boys doesn't fly. They don't choose to fly.
Why? God, why? Holy freaking crap, why would any of you choose not to fly?
Dude, in every Neverland adventure I've ever read, the Lost Boys never flew.
They always fly.
They don't fly. Which
That was
Neverland did you
literally
read
the
about?
climax of the Peter Pan movie. They're flying around messing with Hook.
I remember that.
Which movie?
Both of them.
Which one? There's like a lot of Neverland movies.
I know for a fact the two animated ones and Hook, the live action, I guess, sequel with Robin Williams, all them dudes flying. Also, they live in tree houses.
Okay. Alright.
You know what? Here, I know how to solve this. They don't want. None of them want to fix it, right?
Are you gonna break it completely?
What are you gonna do, Andrew?
Just gonna throw them some gold and tell them to hire someone to fix it.
Okay, so you ask Ava to summon your door, and you take out some of your gold and you give it to them.
There, hire some Mexican to do it.
Anyways. What do you do on your turn, Andrew?
Do what?
You got one more thing you can do.
I get drunk.
Okay. You ask the Lost Boys if they have any alcohol. They do not have alcohol, but they do have the Tinkerbell raises her hand and says she knows some good fairy rum.
Yeah, that'll work.
Why is
You're not in
the
a fairy realm, so you don't have to worry about being trapped in a fairy realm.
Yay.
So she goes and gathers the party some fairy rum. Okay, so we now have a drunk stallion. It is now Hector.
with a horror with a sword? Oh, that's not a good combination.
Hector takes out his journal and writes about what's happened so far. He takes a sip of the fairy rum and spats it out, but then licks his lips and goes, I'm suddenly not sick anymore. And you notice that the fairy rum has healed all of your wounds. He looks at his back and is healed completely. He takes off the bandages and throws them away.
Hey, you ain't getting them cuts no more. Why though?
You're still drunk though.
That was.
I mean, he He's clearly drunk.
I'm not really sure how I can make that clearer.
Alright, Hector takes another sip and this time gargles it down. He then looks to the Lost Boys as they giggle. The Lost Boys are giggling at the drunk stallion. Hector takes a sigh and flies over and says, I think you've had enough, Bee.
I've had enough. I'll tell you when I've had it enough.
Bee shakes his head, and I end my turn. That's 3 things. So it is now Nova's turn, but I think someone knocked her door, so she might be BRB. Yep, Nova's BRB.
Okay. I couldn't find the remote, so I had to unplug the TV. Yes.
Okie dokie.
Because I had to relocate real quick. Okay, what happened?
I am drunk.
Hector tried to stop Bee from drinking, but he didn't stop drinking.
Oh boy.
So it's now your turn, Nova.
So are the Lost Boys still arguing? Or is everyone partying with fairy rum?
Right now you're in a treehouse, and you're drinking fairy rum. Not all the Lost Boys are with you. There's just a few of them in there. But Peter Pan and Tinkerbell are there.
Okay, well, I give my rum to B. Considering this is new for because I don't really drink over frog.
Okay, what else do you do?
Fruit.
What?
What else do you do?
No, I was talking to him. We were having a conversation. He said something.
Oh, okay. What?
B, what did you say to me?
I said, you prude.
You want to go? B? You
You're
want
a
to go?
frog. What are you gonna do?
I'll trap you in another dimension into my door. I'll make a new one with nothing in it.
That's not how the door works.
I'm very tempted to trap you into the door for an hour.
Well, that's just not very nice at all.
I leave to go talk to the Lost Boys bit. Just casual conversation.
Alright, you leave and you go to the Last Boys. The Last Boys are currently juggling. And you see one of them speak up and goes, hello.
So, oh, hello. What's up?
What brings you to Neverland?
Adventure.
Adventure time!
Please ignore the sword stallion.
No
I'm
problem.
a unicorn, dang it!
I'm sorry, what
He
did you say?
continues to juggle as he talks to you.
Do what?
The Last Boys he's talking to is juggling.
What did he say to me before B's drunken outburst?
No, I said he continues to juggle.
Oh. Trying to.
What else do you do, Nova?
Well, I was thinking of another icebreaker thing, but I guess I'll do something else.
Well, you can do an icebreaker thing.
And I was like, hey, you want to see a flying trick? Because I'm a frog with wings.
Sure, he says.
Yay. I go and do a couple aerial loops and spins in the very tiny space so they're sharp.
Ooh.
Because we're in the treehouse. Then I end up with like 2 front flips and do like a ta-da stance.
The boy stops juggling to clap, and all of his balls fall to the ground.
He drops your balls.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I help him pick them up.
He resumes his juggling and walks away.
How rude. I go back to check on our dear drunken unicorn.
Alright, is that ends your turn? It is now Andrew's turn.
I do drunken horse shenanigans.
Like what?
Fly around drunkenly.
Okay.
So you
start
run
flying
into the
around
wall?
drunkenly.
Do what?
Into the walls?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you do?
I'm drunk. What am I gonna do?
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna draw an event card.
Oh, crap.
No, see, I don't like oh crap. Oh crap is not a good statement to make.
Suddenly, pirates rage into the hideout and start imprisoning all
Pirate! No, hold me, hearties. I'm way ahead of you on the rum.
Why is the rum gone?
'Cause I drank it.
Alright, since I drew the card imprisoned, all of you guys are now in chains.
Oh.
And you're being escorted into the pirate ship.
Am I
Other
still
pirate.
drunk?
Yes, you're still drunk.
Okay.
I don't think pirate invasion makes you not drunk.
Well, I mean, we don't know how long it took them to get us here.
True.
Alright, so you're now all on the pirate ship, along with Peter Pan and Lost Boys, all chained up. They took Peter Pan by surprise, apparently. And the pirate ship sails away and towards the pirates' hangout. You now are all in a dungeon in the base of the pirate ship.
So is it like a brig?
Yeah. It is now still Andrew's turn. You got one more thing you can do, but you're still drunk.
I kick a hole in the wall.
There's now a hole in the wall, but you're not underwater, so nothing happens.
Oh. I didn't think that out so good.
He was drunk. He'd made a bad decision.
You're still chained up, by the way. Alright, it is now Hector's turn. Hector looks over towards Ava and says, "Do you think you have any lockpicks in your door?"
Well, I would imagine so. I have all sorts of knickknacks and items that I'm got over time.
He asks for lockpicks.
Okay. I open up a door, and since I can't move, I'm like, hey, go fetch some lockpicks.
Your husband starts peeking out from the door and goes, "What was that, dear?"
Go fetch some lockpicks, please.
Of course. He goes and he hops over deeper into the door and he comes back out and he has lockpicks in his mouth and he starts lockpicking away all the chains. He gives some lockpicks to Hector and Hector starts lockpicking the chains. And all of you now are free of the chains. Peter Pan starts saying, "Oh, now we have a way to escape. Let's get out of here."
No, we have a way to escape. You're screwed.
No. Hector helped unchain Peter Pan and the Lost Boys.
Oh. Stupid Hector.
Hector's not going to do that. Yeah. Hector thanks Peter Pan and starts signaling the Lost Boys to leave the hole in the wall. And
I'm helping.
the Lost Boys, one by one, start jumping out of the hole and flying away from the pirate ship. Peter Pan salutes you and dives into the hole. Hector escorts the party out of the hole, and they fly out of the pirate ship. The pirates starts yelling as they see a crowd leaving their ship, flying away, and start chasing us with the pirate ship. Hector, I'm going to assume that the door is like gone, by the way.
I was sitting here wondering, I'm like, is my husband flying with us? Is that what's happening? But no, he went back to guard the stuff in the door.
Alright, I'm gonna roll some dice as Hector fights one of the pirates. Alright, he fights the pirate. It is now Nova's turn.
Well, what happened in the fight?
Oh, sorry. He successfully fights the pirate. I'm not sure how the bird's fighting the pirate, so I wasn't sure how to describe it.
I'm sure you're pecking or scratching. So.
Very carefully.
Alright, Andrew, you're no longer drunk. But it's Nova's turn, so Nova, go ahead.
So, how many pirates are after us?
Let's see. There's one fighting with Hector, and there's one flying over there, so let's say there's about 10 of them.
Oh.
There's a big pirate.
Hector went to fight them.
But you notice that Captain Hook isn't among them.
Oh boy. Where the heck did he go? I look around to see if I can find him.
Wait, did we ever see him in the first place?
No, he did not.
Oh, wait. Wonder, methinks maybe we should capture a crew member and ask him questions.
Okay, Nova, you want to try to capture a pirate?
Yeah, the one you're fighting.
Okay. So what do you do?
Well, let's see.
How do you approach this?
I could summon my door in midair and then get some rope out and see if I can go and tie him. Are we in the air, or is this near water or something?
Hector flew down. Like, picture the ship in the sky, and at the end of the ship, there's a pirate with a sword fighting Hector.
Okay, then I go grab some rope and then I'll try and sneak up behind him while you're doing your bird pecking and try and capture him.
Roll and see if you successfully time. Alright, you successfully time him.
Yeah. Now, in order to carry him, I toss him into my door so we can safely get him down there.
Okay, and then what do you do after that?
Well, I grab you and follow the others, because we can't take on 9 other pirates by ourselves while everyone else escaped.
Alright, everyone's escaping now. So let's say you're a safe distance away from the pirates.
Wait, I want to stay there.
Okay.
I'm going I'll catch up with y'all later.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, we'll see you, Nova. You got one more action.
Are we with the Lost Boys and Pan now?
Yep. You guys are flying currently in space. In not space, but the sky.
Ah, escalated quickly. It's like, I fly near Pan and tell him that I have managed to capture one of the pirates for questioning.
Nods his head and asks, let's question them now. More safely away.
Are we gonna land, or are we gonna question him in the air and threaten to drop him if he doesn't give us answers?
Holy crap, that got dark quick.
I don't know. It got dark with you. Why can't the frog go dark?
Oh, just wait.
Oh boy.
Peter Pan agrees, and you summon your door in midair, and your husband escorts the tied up pirate outside the door. The pirate wingles around, goes, I don't want you getting anything from me.
That should end my turn, I believe.
Yep. It is now Andrew's turn. Andrew?
So I'm still with the pirate ship, right?
Yep. You're floating above it.
Right. How's the? I'm assuming this is like classic Pirates of the Caribbean type ship with like the whale oil lanterns and all that.
Yep.
And it's flying through the air. And these pirates can't fly, right?
Yep.
I set it on fire.
With what?
One of the whale oil lanterns from the ship. I fly down, grab one up, bring it up to the top, fly it up, and then just drop it Molotov cocktail style.
Yeah, you could just catch it that way.
Let me roll to see if any of the pirates stop you. Alright, one of the pirates shift in your way before you grab one of the lanterns and flashes at you.
I impale him with my sword head.
Let me roll. You miss.
I
He flashes at your arm. You're wounded.
I turn around and kick him off of the side of the ship.
Let me roll. Alright, you kick him off the ship.
Then now I do the Molotov cocktail thing. Ooh, right at the wheel thing so they can't control the ship.
I thought you did you going to the top of the ship.
Yeah. I'm flying above the ship and dropping the lantern. So
I know, but are you like doing it, casting the sails on fire, or are you casting the wheel on fire?
We'll start it like the deck where the wheel is, so they can't get at the wheel, and the fire spreads and the ship is completely out of control because I'm an evil bastard.
Okay. You know, I was thinking nothing would be burning on fire because gear is not here, but apparently something's gonna burn.
Well, this
Something
burning
and
makes
lots
sense.
of people.
This burning actually makes sense. Instead of Gear, who was a witch and could catch anything on fire, this actually has something that you can use to catch it on fire with.
Okay. So fire spreads from the wheel. The pirates quickly try to put out the fire. What else do you do, Andrew?
I guess with them burning to death horribly, I fly back and catch up to the boys and the party. Because you should never split the party.
Okay. So now ends your turn.
I just want to kill a bunch of pirates.
Hector joins Nova as they interrogate the pirate. Hector threatens the pirate, and the pirate shakes his head. You think This would scare me. I'm not scared of heights. I'm not that kind of wishy-washy.
Landlubber.
You've got mail.
Oh, goodness. Hector threatens to poke its eyes out. The pirate jeers at him, goes, "You wouldn't dare." Hector looks over at Aya and goes, "Yeah, I wouldn't really do that."
Have I caught up by this point?
Yes, you have.
So
You notice that they're floating in the middle of the sky, and there's a door floating with the pirate tied up. He's like standing in the doorway.
I was just picturing my husband flying with him hanging from his grip, and I'm just like, okay.
Oh, you can do that too. We can do that.
So why give him the safety of the doorway?
So he's hanging by a thread, or not a thread, by rope.
Yeah.
Hanging on a prayer?
Hanging on a prayer. Whoa, we're almost there. Oh, okay. I know that song by heart. What were you gonna do, Andrew?
Say, hey, pirate guy. Hey, you see that burning ship behind us? All of your friends are burning to death. Tell them what they want to know, or I start biting off appendages, and I don't stop until you're dead.
And don't stop until you drop.
The pirate starts to look behind you and starts wiggling, trying to escape the ropes. Going, no! But then he looks around and he starts to laugh. That's fair. This is fair. This is what we deserve. And he looks over and he starts to try to bite his tongue. He's trying to bite his tongue off. Someone stop him.
I shove a hoof in his mouth?
No.
Okay, Nova, it's still your turn. What do you do?
You mean it's my turn?
It's still your turn. Andrew just interrupted.
Okay, I'm gonna start my turn now.
It's like you have one more action and then it's the end of your turn.
What were my other two actions?
Well, your first action was threatening, and you're also summoning your door back and forth, so that counts as your actions too.
Yeah, because I just started my turn and already have an action.
No, you didn't start your turn. It was the continuation of your turn because Andrew interrupted.
Okay, I'll just go with it. Is he still trying to bite off his tongue after being hoofed in the face?
No, he's his hoof. There's a hoof in his mouth right now.
Okay. I look up to my hubby. And I say, I'll hold him while you go get the. What was it? Go get, like, some cloth or whatever to be a gag so he doesn't bite out his tongue.
Okay. Your husband nods his head and hands you the rope so you can hold on to him, and then goes get some cloth and gags the pirate. It's now Hector's turn. Or no, it's... Wait, what turn order am I going now?
It's the horse's turn.
Yeah, it's the horse's turn, but he just finished, so... trying to remember. He interrupted you, so we're kind of...
Oh, so he took two of his turns, which is technically my turn. Let's just start with him, okay?
Okay, let's start off.
He gets 3 turns.
Andrew, what do you do?
Well, now how are we supposed to question him? Wait, what were we questioning him for?
About Captain Hook and where was he?
Why do
Well-
we care?
He wasn't on the ship.
Yeah, why do we care?
It's a good question, actually. I think it's in the interest of our new friends.
What, did he take something? Is he holding someone hostage?
You don't know what Captain Hook's up to.
Well, we were taken hostage.
We just burned down his ship. He can't fly. He's not really a threat right now.
No, you've only burned down one of the pirate ship. You don't know if it's Captain Hook's ship.
Oh, okay. I take the gag out of his mouth.
He immediately starts to bite his tongue.
I don't know. I guess take it away.
Oh. I came up with a special threat.
You pulled the card planning, so it looks like you see Captain Hook's plan. So the pirate starts to whine and moan, going, "Oh, but all of you have been." Oh, I just noticed there's a lot of frogs on this art. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I could turn on my
frogs.
Let me turn on my camera real quick so I can show what I mean. My camera's not very good, mind you. As you can see, my camera is terrible. Alright, so this is the Once Upon a Time card. This is what they look like on the other side.
When am I meeting Mom? 3?
This is my right hand, Garrett.
8?
Yes.
8 o'clock.
Yes.
8 o'clock.
Sorry about that. Anyways, so this is what the card looks like. Do you see the frogs?
When are we leaving?
7:30.
7:30.
Not 7:30, at 8.
What?
We're leaving at 8.
We're leaving at 8.
Huh. It's all fancy. You said Once Upon a Time. I think more like the TV show Once Upon a Time.
No, it's Once Upon a Time card game. Sorry, my brother keeps interrupting. My brother's Garrett, by the way.
I've met your brother.
Yes.
I didn't know you met my brother, Andrew.
Yeah, because I went over to your house for the first year of the con before we left, remember?
Okay. Yeah. But that's what they look like. This is the character card, by the way. You can't read backwards, but that's what it looks like.
Interrupt.
That's part of the game. If someone mentions thief, you can interrupt them with this card. But we don't play by the game, we play by house rules, which is the RPG style that you know and love.
No,
Okay.
no,
My camera.
no. What are you doing? There's a cat. Hello, cat. Good cat. Sorry.
Alright, what time is it? It is 7 o'clock. We got 30 more minutes of this.
We got what?
It is 7 o'clock. We got 30 more minutes. Alright, what was I saying before that? Oh, yeah. The pirate starts to tell you Captain Hook's plan. Apparently, he was going to plan to shake all of you away from the pirate, the Lost Boys hideout to find Tinkerbell's stash of fairy rum, and Captain Hook and separate crew of pirates have stolen all the rum.
Oh, no, they didn't.
I is the rum gun.
Okay. Well, then. So that's his plan, right? You know his plan?
Yep.
Everyone good on the plan? Okay, good.
That's where Captain Hook is. He's at the hideout with the rest of the pirates.
Okay, cool. So I think pirates bonds.
He starts to fall because that's what was hanging him up.
Well, if he wants to die so much, I'm more than happy to oblige him now that we don't need him anymore.
He starts to scream as he falls.
Bye.
Now you're Mr. Popo.
Why did you call him Mr. Popo?
Have you never seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
Yes, I am Mr. Popo. Will you stop eating my blinds?
They're kittens. They're gonna mess with blinds.
Hey, that sounds like an excuse to me.
How dare, how dare.
How dare they be kittens?
Alright, did you guys want us to keep playing for 30 more minutes?
It's up to y'all.
Are we going to do something to Hook, or is that just the end of us just knowing his plan and going, oh well, and then leaving?
You know of his plan.
Is there an end game here?
No,
Is there?
it's just, you just continue the adventure until you stop.
Well, we could say that Peter Pan didn't need our help anymore and said it was okay since we helped him figure out the plan, and then we continued. And it was enough adventuring for the day, so we all went to our respective homes.
We all went to Spagettio.
Yes, we all went to Spagettio.
Alright. I guess that ends the adventure. Alright, thank you everyone for watching.
All four of you.
Yeah.
And anyone watching this video afterwards, because it's going to be published after the live stream. Thanks everybody. Everyone say bye-bye.
Bye.